Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have another 2v2 live cast, this time Norska and Chaos against Dwarves and Bretonnia. You can see the Norskins over here. Got a bunch of Marauders with great weapons, got some spears. He's got the great Maw Herd of the Blood Fjord. These guys are super cool. This is a unit of 5 Mammoths from kind of that the Hunt quest battle. And they do kind of have this enrage mechanic, similar to the Regiment of Renowned Mammoth. He's got a Feral Manticore, he's got some Marauder Champions, it's kind of a core. He's got a Skinwolf Werekin, he's got Throg, all angry and barfy. He's got 2 Skinwolf Werekins, so that's pretty terrifying. Over here, just a ton of Chaos Marauders. He's got some Chaos Warriors, some Chaos Warriors Halberds. He's got some Chaos Spawn, which is a rare pick. Some Dragon Ogres. He's got the Demon Spew. Oh, they're gone. These guys do have the -8 melee attack in a radius around them, so they're very good kind of in the center of your line. Chaos Sorcerer of Death. Yeah, and it looks like he's got a Chariot for the Dwarves. Yeah, that's about it. 3 Spearmen in the back. I feel like I'm missing something. Over here, the Bretonnians have a Green Knight. Got 2 units of Knights Errant in the back. Ooh, I forgot these guys. Some Skinwolves, 2 units of Skinwolves. And over here he's got some Warhounds. We'll go back to this guy. So just a huge main line of Norgrimblings, Longbeards, Grumbling Guard, Longbeards, Ironbreakers. So Ironbreakers kind of holding down the sides, some Thunderers, some Trollhammers, Dwarf Warriors and Slayers covering the flanks. Got some Spears. 2 units of Fire Arrows, which is a great thing to bring against a Norska. He does have a Damsel of Life along with a Grail Reliquae. Then he's got, oh yes, he's got the Royal Hippogriff Knights and Alberic. It's not really who I would bring, but look at that. Glorious yellow and blue. So these guys are going to be laying a smacking. And then he's got 2 more units of Knights Errant, or Knights Errant and Questing Knights over here. Let's go make sure that these were both Knights Errant. Yeah, and you can see they're both in charge formation. So you can see here the Dwarves are advancing. There's no artillery here on the field, which is strange for both Bretonnia and the Dwarves. But look how far away some of the Chaos Warriors are. So it's going to take them quite a long time to get around here. And if the Bretonnians can kind of push this advantage early on, then it's going to be very good. You can see these Thunderers getting ready to fire. Hopefully these guys don't come straight through, and you can see those satchels doing a ton of damage. Over here you can see the Ironbreakers are going to just crush these Marauders with great weapons. You can see nice Spearmen holding this flank. It looks like some Royal Hippogriff Knights just kind of came down and all this stuff. Not the best. You can see Alberic just getting smacked down from some Spirit Leeches, some Soul Blights. So hopefully he can kind of win that, or that is going to be an early grave for a lot of these guys. You can see some Halberds in here, which is not good for those Hippogriff Knights. Over here you can see these Skinwolves caught these guys unawares. They're just going to tear through them. But this unit is going to get a nice rear charge here, and these guys are going to get in the forest. They're going to have a hard time. So a decent little ambush there. You can see they've set up a new firing line. The infantry fight is going very well. You can see these Maw Herd already shattered. The Green Knight is going to come in here and just lay a smacking on that Skinwolf Werekin. But you can see over here that these guys, Alberic fleeing for their life, so is these Hippogriffs. There's no regeneration, so hopefully you can get some healing on Alberic. You can see Dwellers from Below being cast. It should kill these Chaos Marauders. I think it did just get a cost increase of 8, so it should be a little bit less tanky than usual. A nice use of these Warhounds getting into these Bretonnians. You can see that the Trollhammers are indeed hammering trolls. Just one big troll and doing a ton of damage. You can see that vomit coming down on the Runesmith. You can see the Green Knight here doing a ton of damage to that Skinwolf Werekin. Because they do have that physical resistance, and the Green Knight does do magic damage. But you can see these Skinwolf Werekins, these Skinwolves, hopefully they don't chase too far on these Knights Errant, because this is a lot of money that's kind of running off to the side that could really be used to hunt down Alberic. And oh man, just look as this Chaos Force comes around. You can see Throg is forced off the battlefield, but he will regenerate very quickly. But you can see the Gore Beasts just shutting down the range component of the dwarves, which is a lot of their killing power. You can see nice purple sun doing a ton of damage to those Iron Breakers. Hopefully the dwarf maybe kind of can pull through here and set up a new firing line on this side to shut these guys down. You can see these Hippogriff Knights, good targeting here, putting them on this guy. But you can see dropping Alberic in here is pretty dangerous. But I guess there's really nothing that can catch him, just the Skinwolf Werkin. You can see this Skinwolf Werkin has been here like all game, just like sitting here. Should be good for late game, but it would have been good to have him in on against those Iron Breakers. And you can see here, they are bringing these Skinwolf Werkin back, which is good. You can see this Green Knight has kind of cleaned this guy up. But you can see this Skinwolf Werkin, barely alive, is going to just keep regenerating, which is very good for the Norscan player. And you can see it looks like he is trying to form the second line. He's just kind of struggling to move through, which can be a problem, but you can see he's kind of finishing off a lot of this stuff. Oh, nice rear charge from these Knights Errant into the back of these Chaos Warriors. So kind of both teams sandwiching each other. You can see Belgar in here. The Skinwolf Werkin. Wow, took out that Gorbeast Chariot, but I guess they do have some Slayers in here, it looks like, somewhere. Or maybe those Trollhammer Torpedoes helping out. Hippogriff Knights coming in here, helping to take those guys out. Oh man, you know, I didn't think this line would hold this long. Yeah, this is very surprising. You can see these Chaos Spawn are getting gunned down. These Questing Knights are in here helping out. But these Chaos Marauders just did not do as well against these Spears as I thought. I guess it's just the high melee defense helped them last a lot longer than I thought. You can see the Skinwolf Werkin definitely could really help. It could hunt down the Gorilla. Okay, it could swim through here, get that Wizard. It could even shut down that firing squad. Then over here you can see the Green Knight. Yeah, you definitely don't want to get caught up in this. Great move from these Skinwolves, just pulling them through and chasing them, using them to stop all this stuff. You see Throg is coming back with a vengeance. Look at that. Look at that HP regen. It is insane. So he's regenning pretty quick. You can see even these Hippogriff Knights are regenning. So they did, looks like, shatter those Dragon Ogres. So definitely would like them to come back here, start targeting some of this flying stuff down. You can see Alberic full health. That is very good. What does he have here? It looks like he does have regrowth, so he probably dropped a regrowth on him. And you can see the Skinwolves just struggling. Can't put any damage down on the Green Knight here, which is going to be extremely terrifying even in the late game. You know, I don't think I went over any of the Lords here, except for Alberic in the overview. Definitely not my best moment. You can see Sigvald is getting shot. Not even worth it whatsoever. Do almost no damage to him. He's got Golden Shield. He's got missile resistance. Yeah, you just want to ignore him. Essentially win by army losses against that guy. You can see the Hippogriff Knights are coming over here. Skinwolf, poor Skinwolf. He's just spelling the roses. He's just hanging out. Just roaring at folk. Over here you can see just slowly kind of dealing with these Skinwolves. They did come back and take out that second line, so I guess that probably wasn't the best decision, even though I suggested it, pulling these guys back through, just because I made them pretty easy for the Skinwolf Werkins to come in and grab. But you can see, again, really nice usage of the Green Knight this game, using him to hunt down these large, powerful targets, and that's really where he's going to shine, and it's really the only way he's going to pay for himself, is if he does stuff like this, because he's just so expensive. But you can see here Alberic doing work. Chaos Warriors with halberds gonna kind of suffer against Iron Breakers, just because they both have such high melee defense. You can see the Green Knight coming in to the flank. I would definitely kind of sick him on the Werecannon. Nice targeting here from these guys. And you can see this Werecannon is gonna get charged by these Knights. But he's not going to care. He's just going to slaughter these guys. Because he does have a decent amount of armor. But it looks like he is actually going to rout. You can see these Sunders are going to get caught over here by these guys. And it looks like these Hippogriffs are coming for Throg. Oh, poor Throg. And I think he'll do pretty well. In this mod, he doesn't have anti-large, so he's really an anti-infantry unit. But he should do pretty well against these guys if he doesn't just get stun-locked. But he'll probably lose that fight in the end, just from the terror and everything. You can see over here, nice. This is a good target with these fire arrows. Shooting at the guy with regeneration, without a shield. Yeah, definitely a good target here. I'd probably pull out my Green Knight and chase him after this guy, because one of the benefits, you can see once he gets fired at, he pulls him back into combat. He has a lot of physical resistance. You can see Sigvald here going after that Damsel of Life, while the Werekin tries to hunt down the Green Knight. It's not going to go super well. You can see Throg over there did get shattered by the Hippogriffs, and these guys are just going to go run rampant. Definitely one of my favorite units, I think, in Steel Faith is just how much of a justice they did to Hippogriff Knights. Just such a terrifyingly powerful unit in this mod. You can see here, there's just so little dwarf troops left. But they did pull it out, it looks like. Belgar still very full health. And really just these Hippogriffs. And the Green Knight. You can see some Demon Spew over here. They do go out of control, so that's why they kind of ran off in that direction. That kind of can be the problem with them. Is Forsaken and Steel Faith are just not as good because they just are not controllable. You can see over here Prince Sigvald getting like chased by the Green Knight, and this mod, look how fast he is, dude. He's just yeah, 56 speed, so for an on foot unit, that's incredible. He's just gonna book it out of there. Sorry about that. And you can see, yeah, it's just a cleanup at this point. What do we got over here? The Skinwolf Werekin just hanging out. You can see some Knights Errant running down these Chaos Warriors. Oh man, Skinwolf is just so cool. Who doesn't want to use giant werewolves to like fight knights? It's like straight just fantasy right there. I think Norska was a very, very good add to this game. And in Steel Faith, they're pretty good. But again, just those large targets. You saw how quickly that Maherd got just like gunned down and slaughtered. And yeah, you can see here Sigvald regenning a decent amount, taking a little bit of damage. The troll hammers just tossing him. Man, look at those hippogriffs in the background as well. Yeah, this is not a good day to be Sigvald. He's brave. Look at this single Grail Reliquary charging him. Peasant bows. Gonna dirk him. Guess that's what it's called, right? Short sword him. And he's a duelist, so he really won't, like, ever cut through all this stuff. You can see, even with army losses, he's still in the game, which is impressive. And over here, you can see, trying to chase off the Skinwolf Werekin. Man. What's over here? Damsel of Life, chasing off these, like, Forsaken. These Nurgle Forsaken. Yeah, you saw, like, I thought once Alberic went down, I thought that was going to go south for the Bretonnians. But just being able to pull out like that and use healing to kind of make up for that early mistake just really, really was useful. And he came back and was extremely useful. You can see getting 86 kills. Questing Knight's doing pretty well. Knights Errant that got charged by the Skinwolves. You can see the Hippogriff Knights getting a ton of work done. Spear's holding for a long time, and the Green Knight taking out some valuable units. We go look at checkout here. You can see Ironbreakers did very well, of course, as well as the Grumbling Guard. Yeah, all this dwarf stuff performed very well. Kind of expect Belgar to get more kills, though. Yeah, you can see the poor Maherd here. Got gunned down. The Skinwolves getting a lot of kills. You can see this main line just got crushed by the Dwarven main line. And those Marauder champions just weren't enough. There. Yeah, and you can see here the Demon Spew got a ton of kills. But again, those Dragon Ogres, they went in there and they shut stuff down, but I think there was just, the Dwarf players did a good job of not letting that be the end of their stuff. And then also the Checo here used his Slayers very well, getting them into the chariots and the dragon ogres and stuff. Yeah, you can see good kills here on both Sigvald and that Chaos Sorcerer. But anyways, great game to both these guys, and thanks so much for watching. That's that.